Our next guest is a very funny comedian who has appeared at the Just for Laughs Festival as well as others. But this weekend, she's back here in her hometown, taping her first special at the Geery Theater in Midtown. We're very happy to have Ruby Setnik in studio this morning. Good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay, so you are from Sacramento.
Yes, I went to high school here.
Went to high school here. So now you're back here performing. Do you have friends and family coming to your shows? Do you like
Yes, I have friends and family. A lot of the tickets that have been sold are my mom's friends from work.
How do you, because I told you in the break, I did improv. I told my wife and friends, do not come. I do not want to perform in front of you. How do you feel about performing in front of friends and family?
I've mostly decided to block it out as a fact. But I feel fine about it.
Yeah.
I think when I was first starting, it was the same thing, that I didn't want anybody I knew there, but now it's okay. I've become okay with it.
Yeah, because I mean, you're seasoned. You've been touring around the country doing this. You were telling me also before the break, this is interesting that you're performing professionally as a comedian, but this is also part of a college final for you, this show.
Yes, I decided to go to college before a lot of lucky things happened, but while I was in college, I started to tour and open for comedians. But yes, this comedy special is technically also a college final.
That is amazing. Yes. A lot more entertaining than my college final was. Before you got into comedy, I know you've talked about this in your act. You worked with children.
Yes.
I noticed you don't anymore.
I don't anymore. But honestly, like, working with children and going into comedy, like, it's pretty much the same thing with just a few minor differences. Like, because when you're working with children, you're caring for children, and when you're doing comedy, you're instead of children, it's a live audience, and instead of caring for them, you're telling jokes.
I could see the similarities. Who is harder to deal with, children or club managers and promoters?
It's kind of blends together, but probably children are easier to deal with.
You started doing comedy when you were in high school.
Yeah, I was 18.
You were 18?
Yes.
And so now you're, if you don't mind me asking, how old now?
I'm 24.
Wow.
Now, and way hotter.
That always helps, right? Yeah. So you went from working with kids to comedy. I told you I'm a dad. How do I do that? How do I go from working kids
to going into comedy? You're interested in going into comedy?
I mean, I think the ship is sailed.
You gotta go to open mic.
Yeah.
You gotta prepare 5 minutes, and then you have to bomb in front of other comedians, and then you have to do that over the course of many years, and then slowly you'll get better.
They're rapping me, but I want to